Antony will be himself.
But stirred by Cleopatra. Now, for the love in her soft hours, let's not confound the time with conflict.
I'm Hans Altwies, and right now doing Antony and Cleopatra at the Seattle Shakespeare Company with my wife, Amy Thone, playing Cleopatra.
It is about the power of a love that maybe not initially, but becomes transforming, the kind of love that we would all like to believe in.
She said the other day, she said, it's nice to be able to practice how other people love each other. Because, when you're married, there are traps involved in how you love each other.
Hans and I met doing a show here. We were in a Shakespeare play.
We had this backstage area that was about this big. So when you weren't on stage, you were like sitting on each other's laps. We were very close, literally, and got very close just because we enjoyed working with each other.
So we like working together. It's good. We trust each other. The other day, the director said to us, create an iconic reunion image. And we were like, what? Iconic reunion? But the nice thing is, if it was an actor I didn't know, I would be like, can I touch you? And is it weird if I kiss you? We would have had to do all that boundary negotiation. But Hans and I are like, I jumped into his arms and he threw me back. So we got to play right away because we don't care. Sometimes it's bad. There are moments where he doesn't like my work or I don't like his work.
We've figured out how to criticize, because it's a tricky thing. The general rule is, if I have to say something desperately important and huge to Amy that is about something, it has to wait. It has to wait. I do not want to do it during a run. She just has to be able to walk into the theater every night and own it. The toughest part about both being actors in one family is that financially it is a disastrous career. We all have other jobs. She teaches at Cornish College of the Arts. She teaches at University of Washington. I'm a carpenter. So when she's in a show, we pick this. It's like, okay, you really want to do this show? If you really want to do the show, you could do this show right now. So I'll do carpentry during this period of time. So we really balance it, first of all, that way.
A lot of actors choose not to have children because they're afraid they can't feed them. When we met, the second or third conversation we ever had was about both separately wanting children. I looked at him and went, ka-ding. He did not do so much ka-dinging for me. I had to kind of urge him to ka-ding, but I ka-dinged for him.
Coffee table books for those kids.
Sometimes people say to me, usually generously, but they'll say, how do you do it? And my glib answer is badly, sometimes very, very badly. It was just super helpful, supportive families. We would get a year in advance. We'd say, like, can you come for the months of October?
Charlotte is our oldest. She's almost 13, and Stella Blue is our youngest, and she's almost 7.
We used to bring our kids to the theater all the time. I mean, there's a dressing room at Seattle Rep that every time we walk by it, we go, oh, because we did Romeo and Juliet there a long time ago when our oldest daughter was 3, and we brought her every night to the theater, and I got her to sleep right at 7:28. We try to make them not just feel that they're just living on our fringes, but that there's something in it for them too. They get to meet cool people and see great plays. And my oldest daughter says, I never want to see Romeo and Juliet ever again. I'm like, that's a luxury that you get to complain about having seen R&J too many times.
How far?
I have an old friend who said to me, you're still doing plays? Like, come on, girl, get over it. But I believe in it. I think something really special can happen in the theater.
I think when you love something, you love it because you feel like it's worthy. And so you feel proud about how difficult the task is. When we can figure it out with the kids and parents coming down to watch the kids, we'd rather do shows together. Just because we enjoy it, we can talk about it at home, and that's why we love each other.